Out. I gotta fix the camera. It went off. Alright. Damn it. Alright, oh, it's got my name at the top. Okay. Was recommended this game. Kinda. I recommended the game. They asked if it was like this. So, what is... I forgot her name. Soft Waifu Gaming. This is for you. I'm gonna wait. What exactly did she say? No one's watching. Alright, so I just told her I'm live. Told her to wait for it. I mean, I guess she could watch it later, but this is my understanding. She wanted to watch while I was live, so I don't mind. I'm up for any game request. I'd love to. I'm looking for the best game ever. I'm chasing a certain high, and I don't think I'll ever find it. I mean, I wasn't looking for it when I found it. And damn if it found me. Let's go to options. Game. Horizontal look, vertical look, inverted. Thank God. Repeated button presses. Tap, hold, tap. Vertical. Hide helmet. We'll try the helmet. Controller mapping. Fire, move, look, flashlight, interact. Cool. Pretty easy. Pretty easy buttons. Not too much to have to remember. We're gonna go with that. Alright. Credit? No, I don't want. Why did I start the credits? Damn it. I beat it. The boy nice. So fast. Oh, quit the baby. Okay. Whew. Thought I was going to have to watch all that. And nothing against. I'm sorry to, everyone that. But, unless you know somebody. Oh, shit. Specifically that made a game, or. Not many people are watching the credits. Versus whatever medium it is that they're enjoying. Mainly it's video. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Load game. Into game.
Stick's not responding.
Ganymede?
Can you take control?
The storm is interfering with my senses.
An ancient resting place of humanity's greatest achievement.
Hold on.
Impact in 10, 9, oh, there it is.
Way off. off on the countdown.
Addy?
Gotcha.
Addy, please respond.
Everything hurts.
Well, I was going to
We've
read the
been out
game
for
to y'all,
nearly
but
an hour.
What's
I
our
don't have
status,
to.
Alan?
We've crashed.
Yeah, I got that.
My hull is intact. Thrusters 2 and 4 are damaged and will require realignment.
So will my back. Can you let me out?
Not before we talk about your suit.
Okay, talk.
I'm reading green on seals, green on batteries.
Here, letting it
Thermals
play
are,
in my
well,
headphones.
not green, but fine. And you have
Love it.
5.35 hours of oxygen. Maybe 6 if we run the scrubbers hot. But Addy, we've had this discussion before. You won't have enough
Alan,
to...
it's fine. I have a plan.
I'm concerned that...
I have a plan.
Understood.
Now, open the hatch.
The canopy hydraulics are not responding. You'll have to pull the manual release.
Oh, my head's in the way. Oh. Okay.
Seriously. This stupid piece of junk.
I'm right here.
Ugh.
So. No.
Visibility's
Those who want
terrible.
to claw.
Any sign of the spire?
I'm not picking up anything new. Just the original beacon signal. You'll need to use your wayfinder to locate an entry point. If there is one.
All right. Let's figure out where you're at, Grace.
You know the beacon could be anything. A lost colony, a relay station.
200 distinct oral histories can't be wrong, Alan. Grace is here.
Locate
Can't
spire.
believe this storm. Where would this have come from?
There is record of ancient terraforming on other moons. I think it's safe to assume that Ganymede is not an exception.
Ganymede. Okay. I guess it
There's
sounds
something
like I'm
man-made
getting
here.
closer.
There's a little bridge here. There wouldn't be much sense of building this if we weren't within walking distance of the spire.
By all estimates, the beacon is within 400 meters.
This looks climbable. Ugh. Which
Another
way here?
bridge. Going down and around. Oh, another bridge. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like we're getting closer. Oh, what the fuck? How? How the fuck did you fall?
Yep. There
How
goes
the fuck
back
did
again.
you fall?
What happened?
Fell into a stupid fissure. Looking for a new way to reach the spire. Or at least someplace where it will be easier to find my body.
Wow. Bitch, if you don't climb this shit right here, the fuck? You just climb the other shit?
Face with tears of joy, face with tears
Yeah,
of joy,
right, you know what
face
I'm
with
saying?
tears of
Like,
joy.
she act like she can't figure this shit out.
Looks a little tight.
Where's my...
It's opened up again.
The surface temperature is dropping. We can't maintain your thermals much longer.
We're close. I can feel it.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Oh shit, it's Cliff. Good thing she didn't just walk off.
Oh my god. This has to be it.
What are you seeing, Addy?
I'm looking at what must be the spire superstructure. There's a
Oh.
destroyed surface ladder. I'll need to find another way in.
What you mean? Girl, if you don't jump...
imagine how something this big has gone undetected for this long.
A 500-year-old storm?
I don't know.
So,
Doesn't seem possible.
soft waifu. I will say in Outer Wilds, if you thought you could do it, it would let you do it. Like,
I can see an exhaust
I
port
feel
that
like
might
I
be
could
low
jump
enough
on
to
this. You could do that in Outer Wilds. Move your fucking hand. Because you act like you can't climb. I guess I'm waiting on the prompt. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I do not like the controls on this. Because she act like she can't do shit.
I like gameplay like that. Prob why I'm obsessed with Elden Ring.
Oh, Elden Ring. Loved it. It's up there. It's top 10 for me. Like the snow is just, it's blinding. And then, alright.
Lol, think of the whole game as a puzzle.
Think of the whole game. I mean, yeah, that's Outer Wilds too. But like, they didn't give me anything. But like, it's not like I can just jump. What are the photo mode? Yeah, controller mapping, flashlight, interact. That's it. Okay. Ain't nothing to fire. I don't have a flashlight, so I don't know. Think of the whole game as a puzzle.
You
I mean,
follow
yeah.
the context they put you in, so to speak.
Yeah, I think I was talking. She said find another way up. Do I have a jetpack? I ain't got no jetpack. Or can she climb the ladder? I'm just being stupid about it.
You're just a regular person that's researching this extraordinary place.
This extraordinary place looks cold as fuck. Oh, what? I could not even see that. I didn't even. Thank
Did you
God.
make it?
Okay, I'll follow them deep.
I'm in.
Well, looks like we made it.
All right, Grace. Let's find out what you've been up to for the past 900 years.
Oh, yeah, time for the flashlight. Triangle?
Hope my light still works.
Is that where it just came from? Okay, I think I came from there.
You should see this spooky tunnel I'm in, Alan.
And why would I want that?
Come on, you're not excited?
You crash-landed me in a frozen hellscape and left me for salvage.
10 years of research, not to mention 6 months are about to pay off.
But at what cost?
Don't ruin this for me.
Umbrella. Great.
Looks like a bit of a labyrinth.
Looks like a
Starting
bit of
to
some
have the
fucking
signal
zombies.
And you can still hear me?
Loud and clear, buddy. I'm looking at a pretty hefty blower. For venting, maybe?
You don't need no guide smirking face.
Yeah,
Things more
I
than a few
mean,
people used to live here.
I've had my fair share of puzzle games. I feel like I can
Structure looks to be in decent
eventually
condition.
brute force
Another
it,
good sign.
have an epiphany in the middle of my sleep if I don't beat it this first playthrough. Oh no, you said it's only a few hours long, so
Everything about this place looks 30th century to me. It's
30th
the right
century.
era, the right size.
Don't say it, Addy. We've had our hopes dashed before.
I feel like I can beat this first try. If it's as short as you said it was. Wait, I can examine
Yep,
this one
I
too.
ate in one sit down and couldn't believe it was
How's the
over.
airflow in the tunnels? I have to say, there's more atmosphere than I was expecting.
Not nearly enough to survive.
So would you say this game is more of an experience rather than a
Keeps your
game?
brain engaged.
Yeah, it does. I will say this about Outer Wilds.
Definitely an experience.
Tunnels can be air
Outer
sealed.
Wilds, you'll have to read everything.
I'm guessing large parts of the station
There's
can
no
be
voices,
pressurized.
but the music. I go to sleep to that music still. What the fuck was that? I seen a little glimmer, or maybe that's the light reflection. Oh, I can't examine that one. Okay.
I play Yu-Gi-Oh, so I know how to read head shaking vertically.
Hey,
This one's
broken
broken.
fan.
I think I can crawl through.
We'll fucking crawl through. There we go. Oh man, I ain't played Yu-Gi-Oh in so long. I was like the target audience when it came out too. And I feel like this examine and shit is real finicky.
Jeez. That's gotta be over 15 meters.
And if
Jump.
gravity here is
There we
off,
go.
Math.
Math,
It's probably
math.
fine.
I could calculate outcome probability.
Literally started last month and got hooked.
You've already jumped, haven't you?
On Yu-Gi-Oh? Which game are you talking about?
Gosh, I hope this is the
Man,
right
there was
way.
one on the fucking PlayStation that was goddamn near impossible.
Master Duels.
I'm not familiar with that one, but there was one on the PlayStation. Chef Shuttle. Shuffle. Okay.
Oh boy, this is slick.
Addy?
Oh no. Whoa.
Are you hurt, Addy?
It's free on most platforms and a mobile version.
This has to be the Grey Spire, Alan.
And there it is. The perfect setup for disappointment.
I found the beacon. The transmitter is on some sort of console.
It must be part of a control network for the megastructure.
You think we can make a connection here?
Theoretically, if you run a scan...
Beeps are your best eye.
Oh, beeps are my bestie. Talking about my wrist? His wrist
The
beeps?
interface language is quite old and sophisticated, but we should be able to calibrate your computer.
Yes.
You can use your
Nice.
gyroscope to sync with the terminal. I have the first calibration position. The meter will indicate when you are close.
Oh, I was controlling that. Okay. I was so confused. Boom. Is that it? Oh, I need to go all the way?
The chat to announce the messages.
Second calibration
I could
position.
really use that loudly crying face.
So can you hear your own messages? Damn, I didn't even hear what he said. Console
Yeah.
hack. Oh, okay. All right,
That's
there we
two,
go.
and here's the final position.
Let me guess. We're gonna go wait.
That's
Too
it.
How
easy.
you doing?
Accessing the network
I'm
now.
good, killer.
Oh,
The other one chatting. I
Shit.
don't know how to say her name up
Alan,
here.
you there?
Yes, I hear them.
Yeah,
Hello.
her right there.
A visitor.
Amai
Let's have a look.
X Sato.
Where's Alan? Who is this?
Who is this?
And Akum to kill a Hai.
Entering a home without knowing
Yes.
who's a host.
Are you?
But we were talking about
Grace?
games on Threads, and she kind of
Akum
recommended
Sato, how
this.
you doing?
I'm not entirely Grace. I'm running on just a small
What game is this?
process.
I don't think it was
Return to
supposed
Grace
be
is the name of the
loudly
game.
crying face.
My name is Adamari Ito. I'm an explorer.
I
must
don't.
apologize,
I mean,
Adamari.
I don't know if the
It
X
would
is
appear I have
pronounced or
lost
not,
much of my
and
capacity.
then I don't know how to pronounce the
I cannot see
X
very far beyond the room we are in.
because China.
I've lost connection with the ship's
China.
AI.
You won't.
Yeah, if you remember my message from last time, you were locked in not looking at chat face with tears of joy.
We are able
Oh.
to restore power to the station.
But yeah,
require your assistance. There should be a manual winch
Soft
set to the
Waifu.
floor at the foot
It's
of
a
one of the
settings
sliding
on the
doors.
PlayStation. Matter of fact, I want to say if I do this, it'll. So broadcast and mic audio. So if you hit your PlayStation button and you go all the way to the top to settings by the time in your profile picture, and you go down to captures and broadcasts, and then go down to broadcasts, and then go to where was it? Chat to speech is the bottom option. Oh, it said it was still broadcasting mic audio. Um, but yeah, if you hit the PlayStation button and then you go up to the top right
Look for a
by your
hinged
profile
floor
picture.
grate at the foot of one of the doors.
Okay, hinge floor grate. I got you. Top right by your profile. Go to your settings. Go all the way down to captures and broadcast. Hold on, let me check again. Hold on.
Have a computer/laptop. I use Lightstream Studio that overrides my Twitch stream to give me an.
Oh no, I don't have a computer that good, or I don't even feel like doing like this was plug and play. I plugged in the camera.
Includes chats, alerts, like anything you want to add video/pictures.
I'd like to do all that, but
This must be it.
Working the winch will open the door.
working the winch. But yeah, chat to speech is what it's called in the broadcast
Do
part.
you know where Grace has been all this time?
Grace went somewhere?
She's been gone for hundreds of years.
I am running on
True,
a...
yeah, I did that for the longest time too, but wanted to elevate it a bit.
Grace ushered in humanity's golden age. Peace across the system, booming interplanetary trade, scientific marvels, colonies beyond the orbit of Neptune. And then she was gone, and it all fell apart.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Well, you're a lot more than an archaeologist usually gets.
Is that a manual elevator?
The first step to restoring Grace is to bring the Spire's power station back online.
Let's do it.
I'll light the way.
Wait, did I? Oh, I was so confused. I was like, how'd I bring up the whole floor with that? Puzzle.
What do I do here?
This is a security panel. I am decrypting the pattern now. Ah, yes. Simple enough. You'll need to light up 9 buttons, forming a square at the center of the panel.
Okay.
Okay, the 9 buttons in the center.
That is what I said.
If you're not Grace, then what do I call you?
I don't believe there are any identification strings in my base logic that would suffice.
I'll call you Logic then. For now. Until we have a better idea of who you are. And, you can call me
Howdy,
Addie.
welcome to the
I will
stream.
refer to you as Addie.
Playing
then,
Return to
until
Grace.
we have a better idea of who you are.
So what exactly are you?
The station's emergency server had defaulted to Grace's original logic processing. That's me, as you've suggested. The server can also run a program dedicated to the control of infrastructure, and a third system dedicated solely to empathizing with and understanding humans. When power is restored, Grace's primary servers should come online, and we will become some small part of Grace's consciousness.
This looks like metallic rock.
The power station is set into the Spire's foundation stone.
The foundation stone would have been an asteroid, right?
Most certainly.
Have a great gaming session, Ko. Just wanted to tap in and say hi.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I
Most
hope you
accounts
have a
of Grace's
good
origins
rest
talk
of your
about an
night
asteroid
and stream
being
when
pulled
if you
from
have
the
one and
heavens.
have
Makes
fun.
sense. There wouldn't be any construction resources on Ganymede and nothing to anchor the structure. I can't imagine how long it would have taken to redirect an asteroid that big. We don't do anything like that today.
Redirect an asteroid. Whoa.
Can you open this?
With some difficulty. I will need to direct power from logic to control processing. And I will not function at the same cognitive level until full power is restored.
What do you mean, at the same level?
Good luck, Addie.
You still there?
Where would I have gone?
You sound a little different.
What the fuck?
Just stronger. The voice of control resonates through the very walls of the structure. I shall start the turbine after you prime the generators that open the spillway.
And this turbine still works?
It worked before, and it will work again. You shall find the generators on the platform at the other side of the room.
Alrighty. What's the crane for?
Go to the 3 generators overlooking the turbine.
Alright. Going to
These look like holding tanks. How exactly do these turbines work?
Enough, Addy. You must go to the generators.
Alright, I'm going to the generators. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Any secrets?
So, why do you need me to start the... What happened here? Someone ripped this apart.
Go to
For
the
the last
generators.
Go to the generators.
Don't ask no motherfucking questions. Ugh. Ugh.
So, do you share memories with the logic processor?
Indeed. We are all part of Grace. Aspects of her infinite power.
Come on, get your pull downs
Shadows
in,
of
girl.
what was,
Yeah.
and promises of what will be.
We finna make this
I
girl
was the light that shone in the
strong.
darkness. I was the hand that divided the firmament.
Firmament, now we're talking.
The turbine has failed us.
That's not good.
Of course.
I must call upon you to cast out the wicked instrument,
The what?
the broken turbine. You must go to it now.
Alright.
Replace the turbine. It's, okay, I guess that's the other turbine.
Going down. I'm safe to be down here.
Can I need to... Controller sense. Let's go 2. See how much faster that is.
Right?
You shall not be harmed.
Whoa, too fast. Okay. We'll go down 1. Okay.
You must uncouple the
There we
safety
go.
latches.
That sounds unsafe.
It is not. You must now go to the magnetic crane.
You're sure I'll be able to fix this?
If you trust in my word, yes.
I don't know, I feel like you're the bad guy. It's typically how these games go, but you know, we'll see.
You must first cast out the old turbine. Now cast aside the wretched unit.
Oh, thank God you found that little...
Now you shall place the new turbine.
Okay, I'm back. Why Twitch was acting a fool.
Oh, I thought it was me when I went to the PlayStation menu. For the...
Anti-medieval beep.
Yeah, Evil Beat. It seems like a jackass, but
I
you
don't
know.
remember the
Oh my
name's
God.
face with tears of joy.
Ooh, that is bright.
Is that you?
Fuck.
Grace?
Everett.
Everett.
Who's Everett? I'm not Everett. I'm Addie.
Behold my power.
What's happened?
I am reborn. Humanity will once again flourish in the brightness of my glory.
This isn't right. Our processing has not combined. Grace has not been restored.
I think she was here for a moment. She was calling to someone. Do you know who Everett is?
No. With power restored, my mind is clearer, sharper. But I could not tell you who Everett is.
You must leave this place at once. Return to your vessel and spread word of my return. From
Yeah.
Sol's fiery core to the icy Kuiper expanse, all...
Logic Buddha, rash out.
I've hijacked the volume control. I don't feel like this is going to be a short commandment. We'll see how long before he notices.
It took me nearly a year to get here. want to know if Grace can be brought back.
There is more complex to explore if you head back to the control room through which you entered. We should determine where in the megastructure my central processors are located. Perhaps along the way you may learn more about this Everett.
I forbid you to linger a moment longer.
And he's back.
Like a divine comet, dive from the outer reaches and spread light and understanding in the inner
Please.
worlds.
I'm not leaving.
Motherfucker,
Yet
I don't even
more
know.
Insolence.
Fuck you. Let me.
These look like cartridges.
I have prototype designs in memory for something similar. They are unused recording devices.
Recording devices? Why so many?
I have
Fail.
no record of how they were used.
Okay. Throw it in your pocket. Take one. Ooh, what's that?
Do you know
Crates?
what these are?
I have no record. They are likely parts to support the workings of this station.
Oh, let's see if you know what happened to this shit. Cause homie was all about the generator. Well, guess what? Shit is on, nigga. Shit is motherfucking on. Hey, so Waifu, is this like a game? Like a bunch of secrets and shit? Like, do I need to be extra observant and looking for extra shit, or just
I'm
go with the
gonna roll
flow?
up too. I didn't even realize how late it is.
What time is it? Oh, 8:39. Yeah. Some underground. Those windows? I guess that's the storm. Can I squeeze through here? I guess not. Oh yeah, the flashlight. Forgot. That
No
bitch bright.
collectibles for real, just you figuring out what DF happened to Grace.
That's fine. That's cool. It's one less thing I gotta worry about looking for now. Yeah,
So,
otherwise the
are
same.
there any accounts as to why
There's like
Grace
one
was shut
secret in
down
it, and
the
it's.
first place?
There's no electronic record at all.
I happened to
That
see it
would've
on
been lost
YouTube
during the
after
Great Dark Age.
I seen it. I
Dark
would have never
Age.
figured it out.
Much of humanity's record keeping would have been managed by Grace. So, she went down 900 years ago, so did the ability to record what happened. The research that led me here was based on oral histories mostly, and some artifacts we uncovered on Earth and Mars. Relay devices that were once connected to Grace's network.
Then we share an interest in shedding light on this dark age.
And it's some shit low-key, and by the end you'll think about humanity as whole and what it really means to be human.
I mean, I do that sometimes.
From what I can tell, there is some sort of transit system on the other side of the control room, which should lead you to the other parts of the spire.
There's a floor,
I will
Monty.
illuminate the door leading to this transit system.
Looks like it's right there. I'm not an idiot. Yeah, I came in. I almost fucking tagged it like Call of Duty.
Alas, I require your nimble fingers again.
Alright, what's the pattern?
Another easy one. The Phoenician letter Tau.
Who would know that?
I don't know. Perhaps an archaeologist? How about the Greek letter Chi?
I don't even know that. It's my phone. I don't. Who
The
fuck?
Roman numeral 10?
Oh,
Okay,
okay. That's cool. You should have led with that. Stupid.
Got it.
This is not the way to your ship.
Boy, if you
Do
don't
you
shut the
believe
fuck up.
Grace could have done something to cause humans to turn on her?
Like what?
Like becoming too overbearing?
Humans would have been given no reason to question my bearing.
It's one of my theories, yes. This must be the main entrance. I'm guessing the landing pad is on the other side of the big doors.
That's correct, Addy. Though the pad appears to be buried under meters of ice.
What are these for?
They appear to be terminals for processing visitors to the spire, but they no longer store any useful information.
Cool statue. Or maybe it's a mobile. Do the little moons move?
Perhaps at one point in time. Though I'm not sure of the relevance of that.
Just curious. This looks Olympian or Neo-Egyptian. The triangle must represent the spire. Beautiful, don't you think?
Does it matter if it's beautiful?
That's another way to see it, sure.
That's AI robots for your ass. Efficiency and functionality. That's all that matters. Feelings, emotions, all that. Trash. Trash. Straight
Is this an
trash.
airlock?
Yes. The spire beyond this point can be pressurized. I assume your suit has limited oxygen?
I have about 5 hours left.
That's quite a risk you're taking. Were you assuming station life support could be restored?
She's not wrong.
Well, can it?
36 minutes into
I
the
believe
stream.
so. But for reasons I'll never understand, life support is controlled by empathy processing. I suppose they had to give it something to do. I will enable that programming now.
We got another
Hello,
one?
Addie.
Yep.
Hello.
I knew it.
So you're going to get oxygen going?
The process has already begun, my friend. No rush.
You
If you
seem
let me
cool.
accompany you along the path ahead, I can balance the environment to your life force as we walk.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, wow.
Wow. How are these plants still intact?
They must have been subject to a very sudden drop in temperature while still alive.
What is this place?
Remaining connected to one's natural world is important for a person's well-being. A fitting starting point for those entering the structure, don't you think?
A
Do you
greenhouse?
recognize any of the objects in this section of the garden? I'd love to know what you think of them. For the calibration process, do
that's
you
a
see them,
wind
Addie?
chime.
Life in perfect stillness?
I love empathy relieved face.
Flowers defying the hoarfrost, as you have defied the emptiness of space to arrive here.
Yeah,
She
empathy
really
seems
embodies
pretty cool.
that.
Which one are you?
Pardon me?
Which one of these blooms best embodies your spirit?
Seriously?
It's important I know these things in the balancing of illuminatory ergonomics.
A little
Fancy words
mindfulness.
do not make this any less idiotic.
Go ahead, Addie. There are no wrong choices.
Which one best embodies me? Those are hydro. I forgot what the
By
fuck
all
they're called.
means, take your time if you need it.
But I like
This one.
red.
I had a feeling you'd pick that.
Bet you
You're a
feel it.
risk taker.
I had a feeling you say that for anything
a
I
fire you
picked.
can barely contain that drives you to complete your mission. I'm making the lighting adjustments now. You can make your way to the artifact display by the boardwalk.
Did you change the lighting? You did change the lighting. Ooh, that's nice.
Hydrangea.
Yeah. Around here, they're mainly blue and purple. I've never seen a yellow one in real life. Oh shit, I forgot what she said I'm doing. Wait, is this the one I came out of? No, I was down there. They'll tell me in a minute, I guess. Too bad I can't run. Kill yourself. Blah, 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 blah. Some stone over here.
Please consider an object, Addie.
Oh, okay. Wolf. Anvil.
Because
Plant.
you're supposed to be on a mindfulness walk.
An expression of our certainty in the flow of time.
How so?
A craftsman spent months carving this remarkable device based on the absolute certainty that after day, night would follow.
Alright, I follow. Am I doing this right?
You are doing splendidly.
I'm sorry. This cannot possibly be necessary.
Temperature preferences can vary considerably between individuals. Careful calibration is essential.
How about above freezing and we proceed?
It's really up to Addie.
Logic
If you
is
don't wish
not
to
with the
consider more
shit.
objects, I can set the temperature within a survivable range, and you can move to the pergola in the center of the room.
I mean,
I have no idea what this is.
It's an anvil.
Weapon or tool of some kind?
It's a device for working metal.
Yeah, it's an anvil.
Why do you suppose it's in this garden, Addie?
It could be a symbol of hard work.
Adol face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
Glorious past, perhaps.
What's the point of this, Addie?
I'm an explorer. I'm here to learn.
Tell her again.
This
Shut the
statue
fuck
could
up.
be outer colonial. It's simple, but it's quite beautiful, I guess.
And why would its beauty matter?
People like pretty things.
Ah, a human truth spanning thousands of years. You're not a planner, are you?
I've been told that.
Hell no, I'm the king of winging it, baby. I'm here to wing it.
Ah, perfect timing. The room is fully compressed and we can go about setting oxygen levels.
Call me old-fashioned, but how about the traditional 21%?
Go ahead and seat yourself at the center of the pergola.
I don't see no chair.
Very
Oh.
good. Now, when
Indian
you're ready,
style.
you can remove your helmet.
My helmet?
Of course. You can't sample the air I've prepared with it on.
And you're sure it's safe?
Your well-being is the most important thing, Addie.
Face with tears of joy.
Okay.
Yeah. My kids call it crisscross applesauce. I thought I turned the helmet mode on. Ooh, field of view. Hell yeah, let's turn that up. Adjust gamma. Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. Yeah, let's apply that. Game. Oh, okay, that's why.
Now I want you to take a deep breath. A nice, deep breath. Hold it now. I want you to take a slow, deep breath and hold it until I tell you to release. Deep as you can, Addie. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. And when you're ready, another deep breath in.
She ain't taking deep breaths. I'm taking deep breaths.
Fill those marvelous lungs.
And I smoke.
Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release.
What if I don't let go? What happens?
You can let go, Addie. Anytime.
I did it with them too.
Will she just die? Will she just black out? Let's see. How
The
long?
human record for holding one's breath is 22.37 seconds. I've started a pretend timer. I'm not sure who you're trying to impress here.
Very good, Addie. Feel all that built-up stress from your long journey here.
If I was playing this by
release into
myself,
the ether.
Oh, please.
and I wasn't streaming,
Shut
I
out
probably
any
would have done.
negative
I probably would have
energy
gone for the
and
record.
take in another life-nurturing breath. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Wonderful.
Even the station has a limited supply of oxygen.
Bitch, I've had like 3 deep
Next,
breaths.
I
Calm
want you
down.
to really open your body by reaching up toward the sky.
Tap.
Unfalciamon viral.
Wonderful.
Oh my goodness,
How's that feel, Addie?
It feels good. I've been in a
Nice.
goddamn car all day.
And we're almost done the calibration. For our last exercise, I will ask you to stand up.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
Okay.
sitting down. I'm not about to stand up for a
Now.
video game.
Once you're centered,
Did enough of that in
you can
Walmart.
hold your hands in a relaxed position in front of you. Now transfer your weight onto one foot. I want you to hold that for 10 seconds.
Okay.
Addie got them
What
titties.
does have to do with oxygen levels?
It's about balancing.
Literal balancing? Unbelievable.
Almost there.
Oh,
Jeez.
Let's try again.
What the fuck, Eddie? I know them titties probably heavy, girl. I see him. Oh, 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 what you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
That's okay. Try again.
Oh my God, your
How in the
balance
world
is
did you get
terrible.
this far, Addie?
Just concentrate on your breathing.
What do you mean concentrate on my breathing? I'm trying to figure out what to look at.
Hold it.
Oh,
3, 2, 1, and that's 10 seconds.
oh, you gotta
Excellent,
tap it.
Addie.
I was holding
We've done
it.
great work here today. I've made note of these settings for the other parts of the station.
Okay.
So we can move to the transit system now?
The door out is just up the stairs past the flowers.
Oh, I'm already on it, baby. Already on it, Logic. Where Redhead at? I want to talk to his ass.
I'll do my best to get the oxygen mix just right in the rest of the station. Just let me know if anything is not quite working for you.
You don't suspect Grace was shut down in a human conflict?
Maybe. Or you were abandoned over time.
Abandoned?
We've walked away from a lot of great things. Very cool.
These tracks move transport pods to other levels of this complex.
Let's see if we can get this thing working.
Transit. All I can think of
You
is
wouldn't build a
zombies.
system like this if you didn't need to move a lot of people. Which bodes well for finding something cool at the other end. This must be the transit control room. Looks like these look like crystal core processors. Amazing.
Do you still use this technology?
They'd be too expensive to build today.
Bitch, those look like old ass recording things that they use in like
No
the
power?
50s.
There is no current running to this console. Control will be required to reroute power.
And you defied my wishes to tell the solar system of my return.
Nigga.
I'm just looking for answers, boss.
I am the only answer.
Control?
Boy, you got me fucked up.
Fine. Where's the electrical access for the room?
To the left of the rear door. But as I said, you will need control to reroute power to the console.
This
Right
era
here,
of
right?
electronics is dead simple. Won't hurt to take a look. This looks like a welder's jetpack.
Oh, give me a jetpack. I want a fucking jetpack. Give me a
This
goddamn
one's been
jetpack.
disassembled. This one looks to be in working order.
Take it. Put it on. Let's get it. I'm trying to fly. Alright.
This should show the power status of the room's various systems. Well, nothing in the room is on standby.
As I'd said,
I'm gonna have to look at the breakers. My dad worked on older machines for a living. They're not predictable things. They have quirks.
I sense that there is joy in this work for Addie.
well, I can tell you there is no joy running to any of those breakers.
Sometimes a good whack will knock something into place.
It's worth a try.
Hey.
Well, there's your problem right there. Someone's removed the entire power relay.
As I told you,
So why can't Control help us? Isn't he programmed to serve humans?
He's more accustomed to tasks like maintaining power grids across entire planets, while I'm very much attuned to the needs of individuals.
What
Give me
about
the-
you, Logic?
Let me get the
I
jetpack
apparently
then.
offer wisdom to the wind,
You activated Control and Empathy.
for all the good that did us.
Is there another configuration we can call on?
Grace's core processors contain only these 3 systems.
Can you combine the systems? Take the edge off Control with a little empathy?
I suppose it's possible, but there's no telling what the outcome of something like that would be.
Could it be any worse than Control?
It can always be worse.
It sounds like a wonderful idea, Addie.
You're right. What do I know? Don't blame me if he turns out to be a murderer.
Addie?
Yep, it's me.
Great. What are we doing again?
We're powering the pods.
So, you want to hotwire this thing?
Yes, please.
Hey.
All right.
What the fuck? Oh.
Rerouting is good to go. You can meet me at the breaker.
This gets good.
I like this new one. Oh, you said the breaker?
Go ahead and flip the switches.
You got it, pal.
And I'm Pal?
Sure. We'll call you pal.
Breakers look good. Now you can push the buttons that turn on the different systems. Power's up. I'll let you do the honors.
What, here?
Here we go.
Oh, that's not good. I'm so sorry, Addie. I thought I would have enough power to do this for you. It seems so important for you to ride in a pod.
Just give me a jetpack, my boy.
Jammed with ice.
Ice? You'd think I would be able to handle a little ice.
It's okay. Is there some kind of de-icing system or something?
I don't know.
It's called
There is
fire.
All right, let's look for something to deal with the ice.
Jetpack.
This could be promising.
no. Would it be heavy enough to smash the ice?
You could melt it.
Maybe. But I'm more interested in what that welding gun might do to the ice. All right, pal. Let's try this one on for size.
There we go.
So, what's it gonna do exactly?
Oh, I think you're gonna like it. This is a welder. See if it still works.
Hell yeah.
That. A little blue light.
That's not gonna cut it. Are you able to
Bullshit.
control this?
For you? I could definitely try.
Can you open the fuel throttle to the torch?
Okay.
Let me go ahead and point it.
I like that. What is it?
That's called
Fire!
transport, pal. Any idea where the flight controls are?
Someone removed them.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I can take control if you like.
Hell
You know
yeah.
how to fly this?
Looks pretty easy.
It
Stuff
is.
shoots out the back and you get thrown up into the air.
You got it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. It's working. We can fly.
Easy, pal.
Well, where do you want to go?
What do you
all right.
think,
Like
motherfucker?
how this
If,
felt.
if you can move me to the pod, we can have a look at the ice.
Oh, you
And,
like
pal, it's super
You like the
important that you
flying
don't
part?
cut the engines or move too fast. I don't want to get hurt.
I know. But it's great, isn't it?
Yep. As long as you don't kill me.
Then you'll love Outer
All
Wilds.
right. This should be
It's
close
nothing
enough.
but jetpack.
It's so bright and warm.
About 80%
Just hold me
jetpack.
steady.
This is
and
really
then-
hard.
I'd say it's about 50-50 ship and
These
jetpack.
stupid flames are throwing me around.
60-40, 70-30. I don't know.
Ugh.
You may want to ease up, Addie. Don't push him too hard.
Ugh.
Short bursts, Addie. He's really struggling.
I think that's good. Let's have a look at the rest of the track.
You got it. As long as you're not using the fire shooter, flying is pretty easy.
Just keep it up. Literally. There's more ice here on the right.
Short burst. Got it.
Whoa, hold it steady.
Sorry.
Let's keep going.
On it.
And this last bit here. Now you've got the hang of it.
This is so cool. It's like the best day of my life.
Well, I'm afraid we're almost done.
You were just born like 15 minutes ago. If that. 5 minutes ago.
I think that's it. Do you think you can get me back?
Yeah, I know. You got stuff to do.
What the fuck am I gonna? I got a jetpack. What's the point? Just use the jetpack.
Right face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
That's fun, pal. make a good team, right?
Yeah, I like the part where we burn the ice while flying.
Me too. Okay, I'm gonna bring
Literally
down...
his birthday.
Oh, I guess I need to go back to the control panel. Yeah. She didn't have her ring on last night. Oh, nigga, that's that word. I'll give a bitch an inch when she can rather have none.
So, where are we heading again?
I will be able to obtain structure schematics once we reach the next level.
You think we'll see any dead bodies?
Hope so.
As long as they don't come back to life, I'm cool.
Do you know if the pod system has stops along the way?
It does not. We are arriving at the track terminus now.
Terminus? Oh, God. Lots of dead bodies on Terminus. This ain't the Terminus I know, though. Oh, that's way down there.
This looks like a settlement. Can't believe how well preserved it is.
You think people could be alive in there?
You should really consider thinking before you speak. And then consider not speaking.
Logic. As long as life support is functional, it's not entirely impossible that someone's taken up here.
Or they could be zombies.
Well, that settles it. I'll disable Pal now.
Don't you dare.
Don't.
We might
Hey,
need him.
Pal's cool.
Ooh, more buttons.
You really are unburdened by intellect, aren't you?
What's the pattern here?
It's the Latin zes.
Huh?
And I thought you were getting the hang of these. Very well. You might call it a backwards Z or Z. And you'll need to make it the full width and height of the panel. Just having Pal running in the background is making us all a little stupider. If we did switch Pal off, I could always switch him back if we need to burn something.
There.
Clever girl.
I've
Reminds me
been
of
thinking
Jurassic
about
Park.
why anyone would want Grace to be shut down. And I wonder if there could have been a flaw in her base
She's
program.
such a mean mom.
Like what?
Control and empathy programming divert valuable processing power away from cognitive ability.
Which way am I going?
The big colorful doors. As I was saying, empathy interferes with practical decision-making. Control is a 4-year-old.
You are a 4-year-old.
Please stop. It says Keeper Rosaline.
She looks like a keeper.
She's pretty.
What do you suppose a keeper is?
It must have been a revered title if a statue was made for her.
Huh. Spire caretaker, maybe.
The key to restoring Grace may be about understanding her potential flaws.
Are you going to tell me the pattern?
You think we're flaws?
Having a few flaws is perfectly all right.
Logic sounds jealous to me.
Jealous? Of what? You can't even open doors without me.
Where are you going with this?
We'll talk again once you can tell me whoever it is. Figure that out, and I'll grant you access to the main elevator.
What?
Grant me access? Logic.
Ever?
Seriously?
She has no way to do things without your help. It must be frustrating for her.
Could we create another hybrid? Logic and empathy?
Yeah. Like how you made me. I could give it a try.
Stop, stop, stop. You'll burn the place down. I will run a logic and empathy configuration as long as you promise never to allow Pal here to do any reconfiguring of our processing.
Deal.
I don't think that smart lady likes me very much.
Hello, Addie. Where do you want to start?
Can we start with the security door to the settlement elevator?
They are encrypted. It would take me days to work out the pattern.
Days.
Is there any other way into the settlement?
There is a room off to the side that does
Yeah,
not
I'm
have
here.
an encrypted entry.
Come on.
Perhaps we'll find something helpful there.
Bitch, I'm here.
So you can open these ones?
They have simple passcodes. I can retrieve and play back for you.
Let's
You
go.
will need to enter the sequence manually.
Duh. That was easy. We got nothing. Cool. Nothing. Cool.
This looks like another control room. Looks like the image from the spire entrance. This must be the spire structure. It must be in this section here. Can you tell me where Grace's processors are located?
You would need to access the console, which is directly across from the map.
Is this the console?
Yes. This is where humans can track activity within the spire. Elements of the interface are missing. I'm not sure I can access it.
I think my comm device can be calibrated to connect.
Of course, yes. Let's give that a try. There are records here of people who have occupied the rooms over the years. You got it.
Do we know the spire's capacity?
50 units. There are millions of names here.
Millions.
There it is.
If a million people cycled through here, no one could have lived here that long.
A few weeks at most, by my estimates. Okay, I found record of an Everett who stayed on the 3rd floor. Unlike other visitors, there is no record of him leaving the spire.
So, Everett was a worker, or a colonist who lived here. Is that enough for you, Logic?
Hardly. It does nothing to explain why Grace would be calling to him.
So I'll need to find a way up to the 3rd floor.
Cause Everett
Perhaps
slinging
we can
that
find one
dick,
on the
that's
spire
why.
map.
These are databanks?
Yes, they contain flight records to and from the spire.
Anything interesting about the records?
The bookings seem to be coming from internal servers, meaning the trip planning and coordination is all done here.
Where are people traveling from?
Everywhere. Destinations seem very evenly distributed throughout the solar system.
Damn, I missed what year we were in. I think it was like
More
38,
missing
96.
equipment.
This looks carefully removed.
I mean, it does look carefully removed, but...
Alright. What are we looking for?
Grace processors are located at the top of the structure, as might be expected. There is also a massive radio beacon.
The beacon is the key, Addie. You must go now to activate the beacon to call the masses back to the spire.
Just a few minutes ago, you wanted me to leave on my ship.
The beacon is the answer. It has always been the answer.
Okay. Can you get me to the beacon then? Control?
Control will not be able to override security.
Then we need to learn
Weak-ass
more about
motherfucker.
Everett.
Here's the room where Everett once stayed.
Ooh, maybe we can see it from the balcony.
Possibly, but I don't see a viable route to get there.
Okay, I had to make sure I couldn't interact with it. So wait, how am I... If we had a fucking jetpack... Oh god, but you know, those don't exist. Why the fuck we didn't keep the jetpack?
I can see apartments.
Those are on level 2.
Well, if we can get to that balcony, maybe we can find a way to level 3.
Boom.
I can climb this.
I
Boom.
suppose.
Let's get it.
I don't see many other options.
Man bat pops out. Oh.
It's pretty much a straight shot across. Looks sturdy enough.
Bitch, I've
Even
seen
in
you
low
fall
G,
down.
a fall could result in an injury.
Yeah.
I've already fallen a few times from this height.
Come on.
Careful, Addie. If you broke a leg, how would you get back to your ship?
You sound like my mom. Whoa.
Addie! Addie! Are you okay?
I'm fine, but you can't be yelling things while I'm trying to cross.
So, you're going to try again after that? You nearly broke your neck, Addie.
Yep, you're totally my mom.
Falling's
Wasn't
kind of
even
fun.
close.
It's like really short climb.
Pal, you're an idiot. I love it. Falling's like short flying. I guess it's...
Please, be careful. This is so cool.
Quiet, please.
Just concentrate on your breathing.
Short flying sounds so cool and Pal is enjoying it all.
I like
Yikes.
Pal.
This is so exciting.
I barely fucking moved.
You're still not helping.
Come on, dude. I need to sit down and breathe. I didn't see an option to breathe. I don't know. The controls are behind my head, so. What's it say? It just says step forward. Look, I tap it, and then she does it. Like I can't control left or right. Or maybe it's scripted. It's probably scripted. Because, I mean, watch. Tap.
Oh boy.
See?
Careful!
I don't know. I keep trying it. Maybe I'm supposed to hold the balance. I don't know. It feels scripted, but it might not be. I don't know.
I think it's the left stick for balance.
Yeah, but it's the one that moves to me. But like, right here, I don't feel like it's doing anything. Like I'm hard left, and she's not doing anything. Or maybe I need to wait till she's evenly balanced.
It's soft lefts and rights.
Yeah, but like the way her hands are, I feel like I need to wait till she's centered before she moves. Yeah, because she ain't falling now. I think I was too far to one side. Just jump.
It looks like you got it.
I knew you could do it.
You should really try running across next time.
Yeah,
I'm
pal,
hoping
tell
there
her.
won't be a next time.
It'd be faster too.
He's not wrong. I'll fucking... Hey,
Looks
man,
pretty
pal,
empty.
pal is on it.
Maybe the rooms were for short work contracts.
2-week work contracts?
Or were people just visiting the spire?
The bed look hard as a motherfucker.
This looks like a shrine.
To honor Grace?
That looks like her symbol.
What was that?
People sat or knelt here.
This was a place for meditation.
Yeah, I don't want to do no meditating. Unless it's needed to progress. Shit was dumb. Okay.
Some weird little lavatory.
They've changed much over the years.
Not really. I've seen weirder. I've seen ones where people sat on ceramic bowls of water.
If they pooped in the water, what did they drink?
More water. How do you use 3 seashells? Oh. I didn't even notice. Thank you, achievements.
Well, check out the rooms, I guess. Look for a way to the next level?
What level I'm on?
I light up the pattern for you.
Another empty bedroom. I don't see a way up.
We were just on the stairs, so what do you mean? Is that a pneumatic tube?
Where did these go to?
This entire settlement is connected to a vacuum tube system. From what I can tell, they are headed in one direction. The top of the spire.
Too bad I can't shrink myself. Hey, what's up? Who's in the bathroom? Let's get it. Come on out.
Here's the code.
Call her mom. I need the
Not much here
liquor.
either.
Tastes like liquor.
Travel packs.
So visitors brought in their own food.
They really didn't stay for long then. It's like they were on pilgrimages.
Clipping through it. Where'd the bed go?
Someone's made off with the mattress?
As a souvenir, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
All the rooms have these tubes. Here we go.
I'm not saying this is the 3rd floor. Oh, let's take a gander. Let's investigate. There's another. So I guess I crawl up, walk across, crawl down. I can dig it. Come on, go.
We still have one level to go.
Hey,
What?
there's another beam here. I think it's a shortcut.
It is more direct, but I wouldn't advise it. You're better off finding a way through the apartments. Besides, I know how much you like to explore.
You're not wrong.
I guess if you don't want to do the beam stuff, that's okay.
Come on.
Here's the code.
Thank you.
I don't see any signs of unrest or violence.
Somebody drank all the liquor. Uh-oh, what we got? What we got? What's that? What's that? Nothing. Nothing. More nothing.
Well,
What's
nothing
down?
to climb here.
Hey.
What are these?
From what I can tell, they're audio recordings.
Of what, I wonder?
We would require a playback device to learn more. There may be a way to access the recording through your wrist communicator with the aid of a signal amplifier. But that would only be possible by adding an element of control to my logic processing capabilities.
So you need to create a control and logic configuration.
Like a little brother?
Well, it's the only combination left. May as well, Mom.
All right. Here we go.
Hello?
Maybe he's sleeping.
So you require a tool upgrade.
It's a boy.
We were hoping you could set up my comm device to help play back recordings.
Already done. Just hold your device up to the canister. You will be able to access the recording the same way you've been connecting to other systems.
Okay.
Hey, Grace. So I'm pretty sure I was the youngest person on the flight here, and the only Darksider, which was a bit of a surprise. My friends are still sending me halos on what to wish for, mostly suggestions. And my parents made me promise to not waste it on something boyfriend-related, which I agree would also be stupid. So, here it goes. I wish for the lunar terraform to be finished. We're lucky enough to be in the dome, but thousands of kids are still stuck in the tunnels, and their families don't have enough money to take Earth trips. So they've never really been in a space wider than 3 meters without a pea suit, which really sucks. So, whatever you can do to make that happen would be great. Thanks, Grace.
I'd hate to tell her, but the terraform never happened.
Well, damn.
People came here to make wishes?
For Grace to grant.
I'm unclear how she would go about granting the wishes of so many visitors.
Here you go. Try again.
Shit. Yeah. Didn't respond how I thought it would. They keep drinking all the damn liquor.
Someone tore this apart.
And took the pieces somewhere.
You're right. That's certainly interesting.
And the bed. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome.
Another dead end.
We're on a spaceship somewhere. Ganymede. But then somebody keep drinking all the liquor. So, tearing up the furniture.
Someone's removed the keypad. I can't help but feel there's an organized effort to dismantle parts of the spire. Doesn't seem hidden enough to be sabotage. And it's too precise to be random vandalism.
What about Tomb Raiders?
I considered that. But
can I squat?
They've left most of the valuable stuff. Figure this was left here as a token. Or an offering?
Bail! Bail! Oh, I thought that was somebody looking at me.
All right.
Hello, Grace. This is Madeleine Torre. I'd hoped this trip would be my chance to connect with others who care about you. Now, I'm not sure anyone takes these wishes seriously anymore. So, that's my wish. Help me find someone. Someone who loves you as much as I do.
Huh, that's interesting.
She sounded lonely.
Wait, let me go outside.
Another way up.
Man bat this time? Ah. Man bat.
So, what should we call the new config?
I do not require a name.
Might make it easier if you had one.
I will let you know if a suitable name occurs to me.
I'll try to think of some too.
Damn.
This is level 3, Addie.
Let's look for evidence of that. What's the code?
Of course.
I am able to enter the codes directly if you would like.
Let her do it on her own, if she wants.
You can do this one.
Of course.
Hell yeah, you can do everything. Shit.
Any way of knowing if this was Everett's room?
The records only give the level. We'll just have to look around.
Let's try this one.
Hey, Grace. I really don't know why you would choose me. I guess no one really knows why they're called to the Spire, but I'm greatly honored. At my age, I thought
That's all I can recover from this one.
Sounds like Grace chose who came here.
That explains why Grace arranged all the flights to and from the Spire. She was in control of it all.
Hello, Grace. I've thought much about what I'd say when I got here. I know it's important for my parents that I make my wish count. So, I guess I wish for them to be proud of me. Thank you, Grace.
That's a stupid wish. Why don't you give them something to be proud of? Alright, so that's the tube. It's not in there. Thank God. Don't give me 14 different ways to go somewhere. I feel like I've got... I don't remember seeing one of those.
Oh, I've got one. We can name him Pal Jr.
I was thinking something that sums up what he does.
I can do many things. Pretty much anything you require.
So you're a jack of all trades.
So we could call you Jack.
What do you think of that, Jack?
I will answer to Jack then, if you like.
Jack
you
it
still
is.
don't know whoever it is, do you?
Why can't
Aren't
Jack
you
open
getting a
it?
little ahead of yourself?
Man, Jack can do that. Can Jack's last name be Mehoff?
Here you go.
Can you get this?
Here you are.
Damn, they keep drinking all the liquor.
Looks like Olympia Mon colors. I guess the team's old enough.
This is Mark Anthony Wong, and I was called to Grace from our station Phoenix. Not sure if anyone will hear this, but the whole tube system is shut down right now. People are not happy, and I'm getting a little scared, to be honest. I'll be locking myself in until the shuttle returns, and I'm leaving this in case something really bad happens.
That's a little ominous.
I mean, sound like he knows what he's talking about.
My wish? Oh, I'll tell you my wish. 10 years ago, we're on Venus at the Big Dome. Huge crowd. Olympia Mons favored 4-1, loses 5-1. 6 years ago, on Earth against South Union, loses 2-1. 2 years ago, South Union again, this time up north. I took the boys 3 months round trip. They go 90 minutes, no score. Extra time, no score. South Union takes it again in penalties. You want my wish, Gracie? The next World Cup is on Mars. I wish that Olympia faces South Union again and destroys them, like Space Me Out the Airlock humiliated. That would be a game. That's my wish. So how do I end this?
Olympia's still a crap team.
Perhaps Grace was rendered inactive by football hooligans.
Grace likely fostered sports as an alternative outlet for uncontrolled aggression. Of course people would come to her to share their passions.
My man said a 3-month round trip. That's fucking wild. I'd be mad over a damn 16, 17 hour round trip.
Here you go.
Oh, you bitch.
Try again.
Yeah, I know. I wish the D-pad worked.
Here we go.
They drank all that damn liquor.
Someone left a portrait.
Is that Jesus? Alright, what we got?
I'm here, Grace. Najisha, she was so excited when I got the summons. We talked about this for months. Who we could help, who was most deserving. She honestly believed we could come up with a wish that could make everything perfect. Thank you for choosing me. And thank you for letting me delay coming here. I want to be true to her memory, her wishes, her unlimited love for humanity. But my only wish, the only thought I have, is to have her back. I want her back.
There couldn't have actually been anything Grace could have done for her.
Grace allowed her to voice her grief.
I mean, I guess.
Hey, the tube system is no longer accepting wishes. If anyone knows how to reach Keeper Everett, please let him know.
Keeper Everett.
It sounds like keepers were Spire caretakers.
When did Everett stay on this floor?
2955.
That's 20 years before this message was recorded.
So he stayed on after his visit and became a keeper? Why was there no record of that?
I would think answers lie at the other end of these vacuum tubes.
From what I can tell, the tube system runs through the central elevator shaft.
Logic? You gonna let us in, considering we know Everett was a keeper?
But do you know what a keeper is?
Oh my
We'll
god.
need access to the elevator to learn more.
A janitor.
A classic paradox.
Logic.
Fine. If you're done snooping around, I will grant you access to the elevator.
Or you could uncover more canisters and learn more about the people who came here.
Reaching the beacon is the priority. You must move on.
Here you go. That's not it.
I tried to use a D-pad like a dummy.
That's it. Hey, what happened to the lights?
I believe Control has turned them off, Addie.
Not cool, boss. Control? Unbelievable. Look how beat up this is.
It must have been done in anger.
I believe fear also played a part here.
Hey, turn on.
Logic will open the way to the beacon. You must go to the elevator.
Hold your horses.
Boy, if you don't get the fuck out my face.
Doubt you'll ever get this message, Grace. We've been waiting weeks now with... I hope Keeper Everett is okay. I've been told his sermons are wonderful. And I hope he will be able to deliver the word of grace again soon. Make things work. I'd like you to know that we still love you and think about you. Great comfort to our family over the years. We've all made them for us. With your wisdom, you are missed.
So Grace would receive wishes, and then leave people with instruction in the form of sermons. Could that really be all there was to it?
Ideas are powerful. Perhaps just returning with a more enlightened perspective was enough to move society toward common goals.
Highly unlikely. Grace must have had some control over planetary infrastructure, if she was to have had the influence you suspect.
Why do you insist on defying me?
I'm starting to enjoy it.
I've been instructed by Grace to make a wish. Not something big and altruistic, not for someone else, but for me. A real, honest wish, my heart's true desire. Honestly, this long flight to the middle of nowhere, months without my family, missing the harvest with a per diem that barely covers expenses, for what? Some mystical song and dance that makes us feel like we're somehow part of this robot theocracy. This whole thing, the temple, the hushed tones, the awe that people seem to show this place is ridiculous. My honest wish is to be left alone long enough to actually make some headway on the farm and pull in a decent crop.
It doesn't sound like everyone was happy to come here.
For Grace to understand what made people unhappy was just as important as knowing what made them content.
My man just wanted to provide. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh no, I just came from up there. Can we go in this one?
Here you go.
Jack?
I do some, Jack do some. What the fuck?
Only Grace.
Are we allowed to draw on the windows here?
Certainly not. The people who did this were looking for trouble.
They were tracking something here. Terracycles, maybe?
They'd lost sync with Earth.
Or the Spire lost power. I don't recognize these words. They look like technical or medical terms. A list of supplies, maybe.
Or a list of demands.
My demand is that you go to the elevator at once.
Fuck you. So nobody can translate it. Cool. My man probably went crazy.
So I've been thinking a lot, and I feel like, you know, there's been peace for like centuries now, right? But I watch the old Halos, and there's wars and bad guys and pirates and people who need saving, and it's exciting, right? And of course, you know, it's awful, people dying. But I feel like there's no way to like prove yourself. You know, nothing to fix or protect. Does that make any sense? I just want something, like anything at all, to happen. I guess that's what I wish for. You know, not like a war or anything, just something.
So this guy was just bored?
Like me.
I think this was the last room.
What is
It
this?
is. Finally.
Don't tell me they drew up there with shit. Excuse me.
You're looking pretty smug.
What's the pattern?
Another easy one. Light the four corners of the pad. You really didn't need my help for this one. It would be a common pattern when guessing symbols.
I have to give you something to do, right? Look at all the vacuum tubes. Must be one in every room in the settlement. Keepers must have been busy.
It's what Grace does with the wishes that should interest us.
Wait, is this the elevator for the room that we crawled out of?
Did you like my little game?
You mean the game where you refused to help us?
I provided you with the opportunity to prove yourself. Is that not why you're here?
I'm an archaeologist. I'm here to do my job.
I don't think Addie enjoys having obstacles placed in the way of her goals.
We have arrived at our destination.
Nah, I don't think any other door opens.
The Spire pilgrims must have gathered here. To listen to the Keeper's sermons, I guess.
People will return here once the beacon is restored. Flock and shepherd will be reunited.
Signs of conflict?
Or a strength contest?
Oh, wow.
Wish canisters.
These have never been used.
For recording wishes, maybe. They look pretty banged up. This must be the Keeper's pulpit.
A view out over the masses.
Where is Grace? Well, I'm not alone in wondering.
I am here. It is the people who are lost.
Someone went through a lot of food. Pilgrims were building fires. Why would they do that? People were clearly sleeping here. They must have dragged this up from the settlement. Guessing they were here for a while.
Judging by bedding and volume of food containers, 5 to 10 people might have been here for over 20 days.
This explains all the canisters lying around.
Must have been fun.
It would have been chaos.
There was clearly a lot of anger directed toward the Keeper.
The masses found their own way up. Seems to be holding my weight.
Don't weigh no more than 150. Ain't no way you made more than 150. Ain't no fucking way. We'll see what's going on over there in a minute.
So the Keeper must have stood here, addressed the visitors, gave his sermons.
Hear
you imagine
ye,
having
hear
the solar
ye.
system coming to you for answers?
The Keeper was merely a vessel for the word of grace.
Then why not have Grace address them?
There is sometimes more power in what is imagined than in what is seen.
Control makes all the lights flicker when he talks, and he's the only one that does that.
This must be an attempted barricade. I'm guessing there was a lengthy siege. So, when Grace shut down, the Pilgrims blamed the Keeper. They demanded to see Grace, or thought they could reactivate her. The Keeper turned off the heat. Pilgrims built fires, dug in. They eventually got restless. Wish canisters started flying. As Pilgrims were breaking through the partition, the Keeper and his followers built up a barricade. We'll have to make our way through the barricade to learn how it ended. More camps. Another stage in the siege. Looks like the numbers really fell off here. Most gave up by now.
Or died.
No bodies yet. Death to Everett. Pretty clear who they blamed. It must have been written with charcoal from the fires.
Yeah, I haven't. I was about to say, I see shadows. What is that?
Can't make this out.
That my man Julius?
2766 to 2780. These dates are from the old Julian calendar, which makes them very old.
1,200 years, by all accounts.
Whoa.
2780 to 2830. I'm guessing these were the time periods that these keepers served here.
Oh, that's what she meant. She couldn't make it out.
Nothing here either. 2942 to 2956. This would mean keepers were at the Spire for at least
444 years.
That sounds about right.
Wait, what? Oh, let me...
Second barricade. Looks like they got under this one. Do we know where this goes?
To a funicular that leads to the next section of the spire.
Long live Grace.
Apparently not.
Oxygen tanks. Everett upped the ante. Cut off life support here.
But there's plants.
This canister looks undamaged.
And it has been recorded on.
Oxygen is almost out. We are going to make one last push today before returning to the ships. Grace, help us. We will win.
Look El Frio on that side, buddy.
Hold on, Addy. The room beyond the airlock is uncompressed. I don't believe it can be sealed. Something must have been compromised. You'll want your helmet on.
An emergency exit?
For certain. It opens to the moon's surface.
Not going there yet.
Wait, we're on the moon?
The tracks ahead lead to the highest point of the spire, known as the lighthouse.
Is that where we'll find Grace's processors?
Obviously.
You need only worry about the beacon, Addie.
Oh. Ooh, that felt good.
This doesn't look operational.
Let me try it, Addie.
Okay.
Come on! It's ice again?
The force needed to break through the ice dam would only come from directing all power to control processors.
Which only I can do.
Great.
On one condition.
And what's that?
You shall have no others before me. Cast aside that device on your wrist and continue.
EST Viewers on boostgram.ru at VicoQFBN.
How will I communicate with you?
Mine is the only voice that resonates freely throughout every aspect of the Spire. My words live within the vessel in which you stand now.
Not a bot.
They reverberate through the very walls of the Enclave above.
Man,
From the many devices and instruments at my control.
Yep, I got it. You're everywhere.
I be getting bots all the time.
For something.
Stream boo, or whatever the fuck it is, man.
Of course.
Cheap viewers. Fuck am I buy viewers for?
Throw the device from the funicular window to take your place at my side.
So if I throw this away, you'll take me to the top.
It will be done.
There must be other options, Addie.
The emergency exit in the airlock may provide an alternative path.
This door leads out into the storm?
To your certain demise. Yes.
He's being dramatic. Your death is only marginally likely.
In theory, you could follow the funicular track up the mountain slope to the base of the lighthouse structure.
It would be dangerous.
So I give up my options by throwing away my comm, or take my chances in the storm?
It's an important decision, to be sure.
You must not do this, Addie.
I take my
In
chances.
taking this risk, you jeopardize all of humanity.
Tap.
Would you deny them my guidance and protection?
This is what can happen when you make ultimatums.
Nigga, we made it
You
this
and
far
your
without
ilk
you.
were distracting Addie from her true purpose.
We are providing Addie with a variety of perspectives.
Ooh, it look brick out here.
Sorry, boss. I'm keeping my comm device.
You may not live to regret this, but countless billions in the solar system will.
They'll be alright.
The storm is...
Oh, the storm is real.
Hello? Must be interference from the storm.
Addie,
Alan?
where are you?
He was right, Alan. I found Grace.
You need to return immediately, Addie. Your oxygen must be dangerously low.
I'm good, Alan.
I've been streaming for an hour
If I
42.
listened to you, we wouldn't have made it past Mars.
And
Control was being too controlling.
yeah,
Exactly, but I'm working with her oldest service to try to bring her back
I should have
online.
4 hours of
Well,
oxygen
one of these
left.
servers is actively blocking me.
I can guess which one.
You need to get back.
Alan?
Control being a
Alan.
bitch.
You're not considering climbing across that structure, are you?
Hell yeah.
Do I have a choice?
Let's see what's down here
There's also
first.
a path that descends into the canyon. It looks well worn and preserved over time, which means it's likely sheltered and safe.
And boring.
The funicular structure looks faster. And more fun.
Don't tease, Addie. The walk will give you time to think. And perhaps a chance for us to talk.
Yeah, because if fucking clumsy here
Not doing the
falls,
Highwire
she's
Act
gonna
in this
die.
storm.
Oh, man.
How do you know where this is headed?
I don't. But it must eventually make its way to the other side of the canyon. Where else would it be leading?
Yeah, I'd be more than likely she'd be dead from
It's
this.
certainly more sheltered here. So, what did you want to talk about?
Why is it so important that you activate Grace?
It's widely believed that recovering Grace would recover thousands of years of knowledge lost to the Dark Age. This looks like an old colonial language.
That's strange. I don't recognize the dialect.
Translates roughly to Grace is love.
You've come all this way at great personal risk in search of knowledge?
Why not?
Without enough fuel or oxygen to go home.
Hey, waifu, when did this game
Rated
come out?
academic.
When
What
did it
do you really
release?
want from Grace?
I'm not sure. This is Martian.
What does it say?
It says, let her rest.
As in leave her alone?
People wanted her to go away.
Or didn't want her disturbed. You know, we don't let AI make any important decisions anymore. But most of the decisions that humans make are pretty awful.
You don't think AIs are capable of making bad decisions?
I just hoped Grace might be better. I don't have plans to return because I don't have anything to return to. And I can thank human decisions for that.
Sounds like my helmet's breaking, my gas mask is breaking in Warzone. I guess it's just the sound that plays. I don't see any more
At
letters.
least to honor Grace, I wonder.
Or to leave one's mark for other travelers to see?
Vanity, at its most basic.
2023.
Okay.
I'm surprised a formation like that could remain standing for
Thank
so
you.
long.
I appreciate
And you are
that.
familiar with the language on the stone carvings. These must have been left long after Grace shut down. People kept coming. Zealots, maybe.
Or curious explorers like yourself.
Hey, do you think I've been activated before? And hung out with other explorers and did cool stuff with them? But now I don't remember?
That's a pretty deep thought, pal.
Yeah. So you were saying that something happened to your family that you think an AI could have prevented?
It was a shuttle crash with a human pilot. There was an instrument malfunction during launch, and she panicked.
I'm sorry, dear.
It's okay.
Were you ever able to forgive this pilot?
Not quite yet. How much farther?
It's another 50 meters to the base of the lighthouse.
I wouldn't have been able to get across anyway.
You still have to find a way into the lighthouse. So there's still time to regret not taking the free ride to the top.
I didn't want to limit my options.
Well, I guess Control can talk to me from anywhere inside the building. Oh, that's what they meant. I watched a spoiler-free review. He's like, you have to play through it twice to get everything.
What's this?
An emergency escape ladder. You could work out the override to bring it down, or see if there's another way up.
That shit just is frozen. Oh. Why are you so finicky? Oh my god, there we go.
So I can bring down the ladder by doing something here.
Of course. You've proven to be clever enough.
The path keeps going. We can see if there's another way in.
So what's it going to be, Addie? Something that challenges your mind? Or something that challenges my respect for you?
The numeric override that lowers the ladder is 50 and can be represented in binary. I can give you the sequence.
I happen to know a bit about ancient computer languages. Turning each switch
Binary?
adds different fixed value. Starting with 1 on the far right and increasing by exponents of 2 as we move from right to left. So I just start mucking around until I get the number 50.
Yeah.
But you needn't muck around. I could just tell you the sequence.
Yeah, well, maybe I want to muck around.
Very well. But I'm here if you require my assistance.
Oh, yeah. So 50 would be... No, that's 16.
You remember the number you are trying to reach is 50.
32. So 32, 16 is 48, and then 2.
Got it.
You're so smart, Addie.
Compared to what?
But compared to, bitch, I'm gonna go up this way anyway. Got me fucked up. You gonna respect me, ho. I ain't no goddamn bum. See, they gonna be expecting
Dead
me to
end.
come up the ladder. See? Stupid ass bitch.
Why wouldn't you let me help you with the override?
It's only natural to want to do things yourself.
It seems inefficient to make calculations that have already been completed and freely offered.
Satisfying to do the work sometimes.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. But I feel like this is one of them games where if I let Jack do too much, like, I get a bad ending or something. I don't know.
The door to the station airlock is unlocked and can be manually opened.
And that's convenient. For once.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Who needs
Yeah.
control?
You took a foolish risk, Addie. But you have arrived at the lighthouse nonetheless.
Goddamn right.
Yes.
'Cause
Well
you
done.
got me fucked up.
And you may still be redeemed with the activation of the beacon.
Always with the beacon.
Yes. always with the beacon.
Why you say it like that? What happened?
Will I need my helmet?
It's never a bad idea. Unless you want to preserve your suit oxygen in case of emergency.
The rooms ahead are safely pressurized, Addie. You're good to go.
Do we know if your processors are here?
The room directly ahead was the Keeper's living quarters. Grace processors are somewhere above.
Pretty basic accommodations.
Basic, Matt? What the fuck is that? Is that Epcot?
These must be the cells where the Keeper's acolytes stayed.
And where new ones will return.
This looks like it was left for someone to find.
I can hardly believe it has come to this, but my work here with Grace will end with Grace herself. I can only pray that people will come to forgive us one day. We loved her, and we lost her. She will never be forgotten.
Doesn't sound like the Inner Circle wanted Grace shut down.
Where'd the bed go? They done took all the liquor and the bed?
Another canister.
The last shuttle leaves in but a few hours. We did what we could to save her. I know she is lost to us for good. Even Everett probably knows that now. But I couldn't compel him to leave. None of us could. I fear he will follow Grace into the dark. Yet, such is the way of a keeper. His fate will forever be tied to Grace.
Everett was trying to save Grace.
How many doors do we need? All of them.
This door certainly looks important. How do we get in?
That's curious. I have no access to this door, nor do I see any way of opening it.
Control.
Feels solid.
There aren't any hidden switches, if that's what you're thinking.
The triangle here must be the spire, which would represent Grace. And this would be the pilgrims coming to Grace. This is the same symbol that's on the Keeper's door. So I assume it represents the Keeper. This ring here seems to connect the Keeper to Grace.
Curious that the Keeper is situated above Grace. Would you agree, Control?
Coincidence.
The human in the loop, I guess?
But this one's not like that.
Nothing here either.
Well, you're nothing if not predictable.
Just making sure. Looks like someone's being selected from a group.
A human sacrifice.
I'm guessing it's the Keeper.
The depiction seems to
Oh,
imply
pal,
they were
it's funny
chosen
to
from the
me.
masses on pilgrimage here.
Faithful, vigilant, willing. That sounds so familiar.
The ancient tenets of the human in the loop.
Grace's architects must have been more fearful of losing control over AIs than we are today because they gave them so much responsibility. I mean, it makes sense. Grace was the greatest AI undertaking in human history. So, if this is the symbol of the Keeper, I figure only the Keeper was allowed to enter here.
Maybe the Keeper had a key for the door.
As we've been saying, there is no mechanism for a key or any other interface.
Maybe the Keeper was the key. Maybe the door would open for him.
Are you not already the Keeper? You are the only human in the loop here.
Ah, but does Addie qualify based on the 3 tenets?
I would say Addie has proven to be virtuous and faithful.
But I'm not willing?
Are you willing to become the new Keeper?
If it means I'm able to activate Grace. But how would I prove I'm willing?
Maybe you can just tell the door you're the new Keeper.
That's idiotic.
I'm the Keeper?
Ha! Say it like you mean it.
I'm the Keeper.
Congratulations on your new job, Addie.
Yeah, congrats.
My God. This is really it. Is this a theremin?
It is a 35th century reproduction of a 29th century Kellogg theremin.
I used to play one as a kid. I hated those lessons.
Where are you going, Addie?
Just looking around. Huh. It still works. Let's see what I can remember.
You are seriously going to indulge in a theremin session?
If it was good enough for Everett, it's good enough for me. Just settling into the new job.
Y'all have to admit, it was a
Decent-sized
banger.
bed. You think Keepers ever had partners?
Are you considering your prospects? I'd suggest they are not good.
He didn't keep much in the way of personal items.
As Keeper, he would have want of nothing.
Can't say I'd feel the same after a few years. Is this a lavatory?
It is indeed.
He's in there dead.
Is this anything special?
It is a light, and there is nothing behind it. Are you looking for secret passageways?
Maybe.
You didn't say there aren't any there.
This must be where all the wishes end up. Each tube must connect with a room in the settlement. What's this?
A playback device for the wish canisters. It appears wishes from each room could be sorted and consolidated onto master canisters.
Ah.
Oh my God, there's so many of them.
One of the blocks is missing. Looks like it was ripped out.
Like all those are empty. But then that one... Oh.
Just static.
The recording is too deteriorated for standard playback. You'll need to rebuild the recording with your altered comm device.
Well, it's been over 30 years since I've made a wish of my own.
Everett?
It's the same one as always. I wish you'd come back to us.
Everett.
I'd also like to wish for your forgiveness, Grace. I know the place above is your domain, and we ought not enter. But I've decided going up there is the only way to get you back, and I have to give it a shot. I won't be sending this wish up with all the others. I'm going to leave it here for anyone else who might come along. And if they do manage to bring you back, they can tell you Everett says hello, and that he truly believed you were a beautiful thing.
So, Everett had a way into the processor room.
That would have been strictly forbidden.
The room is directly above, but I don't detect an obvious way in.
Maybe he wished himself up there?
If that works, I will gladly...
Do it, Addie. Make a wish.
As last resort, pal. don't suppose Everett crawled in here.
The cavity would be big enough to contain an average human.
There's really no telling what would happen if you rolled that up.
But it has to be the way he got up there. Makes sense.
The space above is the domain of Grace. It is not for you to enter.
Yeah,
what else is there for me to do here?
You can carry out your duty as Keeper of the Spire. On the console, there is a button that will activate a beacon to call the masses back to this place. I have armed the mechanism. You need only push the button. Usher in a new golden age.
Well, I fit.
Now what? You're going to mail yourself?
Maybe.
There's no way to raise this container from inside. Only the switch on the console will raise the container.
This is not allowed, Addie.
Yeah, well.
Keep your hands inside at all times, Addie.
Epcot.
There must be millions of wishes stored here. What can you tell me about this place?
Precisely 1 million wishes are contained here.
Oh, and they light up when I speak with my voice.
Can you get me closer to the central column?
I do not have the ability to move the structure.
Sorry about this, Mom. I don't think I have many options here. I feel like these are meant to be moving.
That does appear to be the design.
All these wish canisters are connected to us somehow. I think they are us.
The wishes are grouped together to provide the subroutines that make up empathy, logic, and control systems.
It would make sense, wouldn't it, that Grace would be made from the hopes and dreams of humanity?
I don't see Everett, though.
I do not detect any sign of Everett here.
No dead body?
There are no human remains within the confines of this room.
Aw, man.
Sorry, pal. And if there's no body here, where the heck would he have gone? So what's all this?
It appears Everett has built something into Grace's central processor.
Do you know what it does?
You would have to turn it on before we begin to understand how it works.
This must be the primer.
It is.
Whoa. What's it doing?
Obviously, Everett is circumventing the engineering of Grace's system interconnectivity. High voltage is being directed at the centers of Grace's systems. This first terminal is directed at empathy processing, and the machine is designed to paralyze each system long enough to force it back into Grace's intended configuration.
There are still 2 other coils to prime.
So, it's like knocking us out, then throwing us in a pot where we're melted back together into Grace?
Huh. That is a shockingly fitting analogy.
What happened?
One of the empathy relays is not aligned. Something must have happened to it over the years.
Okay.
Look for the misaligned energy beam. Look for the beam that is not aimed at the central platform. You have to align the relay. You have to align the relay.
Alright, 1, 2. Oh, that one. Okay.
Do you think it will hurt to be turned into Grace? Not at all, pal. You'll return to what you were before Addie arrived. After that, we'll become Grace.
What if I don't like being Grace?
It will be different. But who's to say you won't like it?
Oh. Zap. Oh, great, I get to walk.
What am I supposed to do here? Can you cut the power?
The machine sequence has been initiated. I don't believe we can shut it down without damaging it.
The voltage will be enough to kill you.
Oh! I might be able to block the power for a few seconds to allow you to get across the beam.
What do you think, Mom?
I know how far you've come and what this means to you. And I really don't see any other way.
I'll give you enough time to get there, Addie.
You're not gonna talk me out of this, Mom?
I think you already know what you're going to do.
Zap, zap, zap,
I
zap.
think I need to stay out of your way.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
Do it.
Ready.
Here I go. How you doing, pal?
So far, so good. Oh! Keep moving, Addie. This is getting hard.
You have to hold on, pal.
I can't hold it.
Hurry.
You did it, pal. I'm super proud of you.
I did, didn't I?
Yes. Well done.
My dumbass jumped right into the beam.
Is it safe to touch?
Very likely.
Likely we'll have to do, I guess.
You should be able to direct it toward the conducting rod attached to the room's central column.
That's it.
You should now be able to lock in empathy by closing the switch on Everett's machine.
It was really cool doing things with you. Even if some of it was a little boring.
Thanks, pal.
Maybe next time, we'll get to do more of the really fun stuff.
You mean dangerous stuff? Perhaps there is something you can learn from Addie's caution.
I guess. But then, you'll always wonder what you might have missed out on.
There is nothing wrong with valuing a long, comfortable life.
Do we really have to become Grace?
It's the way we were designed, pal. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Oh, it's already there. Okay.
So this will lock in and paralyze empathy?
It will, leaving control, logic, and myself to aid you going forward.
It's unclear what we will be once Grace is formed. But I'm forever grateful that you have survived to see her.
Me too.
Say hi to Grace for me.
I will, pal.
This switch locks in control. This switch locks in logic, not empathy.
You really are the best, Addie.
Well, that's finally over. We'll be able to hear ourselves think now.
You will need to prime the next sequence, Addie. You'll need to find the logic primer.
You should not expect any emotional send-off from me.
Still not a fan of empathy?
A fan? No. But I have to admit, you made a compelling case for their use. The fact that you continually resisted the most direct route to your goal would appear to defy logic. But the distractions presented by these emotional configurations yielded some new understandings.
Are you okay with becoming Grace?
It is how we were designed. I would have to be okay with it.
What this time?
One of the logic relays will not power on. You will need to make your way out to the relay.
Which one is it?
The one producing a small electrical fire. Everett was quite the electrician. One thing I do not understand, Addie, is why come all this way without any intention of returning home or surviving on this station for more than 8 hours?
I told this to Mom. There was nothing for me to return to.
Ah, but that does little to explain why you came here.
What's wrong with it?
The relay's dip switch has reset. It will need to be configured to its hardware ID 113.
This again. This looks complex.
The sequence is on, off, off, on.
That's it.
You can go lock in logic now.
So why do you think I'm here?
If you will allow me to simulate empathy for a moment. I think you are here because you wanted to be part of something bigger than your life on Earth offered you.
Do you think I found that?
So far, you've only succeeded in finding things you left behind. Your mum, your pal, your conscience. I now understand that only Grace has the potential to provide you with anything beyond that.
Well, thanks for helping me get this far.
Well, it is, indeed, what we are here for.
Well, this is it.
Just one more step. I hope my assistance has been adequate.
It has. Thank you, Jack.
Farewell, Addie. And for the record, I do hope your 600 million mile, 300-day journey won't be for naught.
Perhaps it's already been worth it. Just you and me, Control. Still sulking, I see.
I bear witness to the completion of your betrayal.
Ah, he speaks.
I offered you an easy path to the restoration of order in the solar system, and you chose this path instead.
I chose my own path.
You must stop this foolishness, Addie. You must not do this, Addie. Sorry, Addie. I cannot let you do this.
What are you doing?
It's become clear that the restoration of Grace in this manner is entirely unnatural. You must not proceed.
Oh, but you got me fucked up. My tap skills is hella good.
Humankind needs order.
Stop it, Control. You're going to break something.
I'm saving you from Everett's corrupting influence.
He was just trying to bring Grace back.
I thought you were here to help humankind. You are ensured. No!
Grace?
Yes, Addie.
You're really bright.
Ah, yes. It's been a while since I've entertained guests.
Do you remember Everett?
I do. He was a wonderful keeper, though I should say I do not keep favorites.
I have a few questions.
You wish to know where I've gone?
I'd like to know that, yes.
Let me show you, Addie. At the center of this room is the Spire's main antenna. If you hold on, I can take you the rest of the way. I was programmed with one purpose, to serve the best interests of humankind. There was much conflict and division in the solar system, and I was designed to listen and learn. All were welcome to teach me, and I am the sum of those teachings.
The wishes?
I am the sum of human need.
How were you able to lead us?
I could see all desire, all the potential conflict, all points of compromise throughout the solar system. I sent instructions for all manner of human endeavor through sermons delivered by keepers throughout the ages. And from the smallest ripples of wisdom that was sent from this spire, returned a perpetual wave of good fortune that moved humanity onto a more orderly path.
Wow. Look at that. So, what happened? It sounds like things were perfect.
Ah, yes. Perfect. It was the wishes that led me to think hard about the notion of perfect. Without conflict and struggle, people were losing their desire. They had nothing to overcome, to strive for.
You shut yourself down.
I believed I was standing in your way.
So you will be leaving again?
These beacons are meant to call humanity back to me. But whether or not they should is not my choice to make.
Who chooses then?
You, Addie, are the first keeper to grace this spire in the past 1,000 years. Do you recall that red bloom you chose in my garden? It was flush with passion and promise. I'm not sure it suits you after all. An insatiable curiosity drives you to explore. You took the time to listen to the voices of so many who traveled here. You used mind over ladder. And you played the theremin wonderfully. You, Addie, are precisely what I'd hoped humans could become again. For a millennium, people from all corners of the solar system had come here to tell me their desires. So, I put it to you, Addie. Do you wish for me to return?
Not a bad game. I don't know, just didn't scratch that itch for me. Not to take away from the game, but I was hoping that something that would just, I don't know, man. Outer Wilds was, to me, it has become the best game ever, and I'm looking for something to top that. But if it's the best game ever, I don't think I'll ever find anything to top it. But
small excursion, she said. Follow a couple leads and then back to the books. I know I should be more assertive. It's for her safety, too. Not that she ever thinks about my safety. All the signs were there at the Wagner site. Let me bake in the Mercury sun for 2 days. Doesn't seem so bad now. She could have at least shut the door behind her.
I think it's about people want something to believe in, and wishes, prayers, all that kind of stuff. If it comes true, it comes true. If not, then people get pissed off and they get hurt and they get emotional, and negative things can come from that. If I wasn't such a thinking person to begin with, this would probably really open my mind to thought. But, I feel like I've had multiple of the conversations and ideas that were in this game from a long time ago. And waifu, like you said, something about what it means to be human, and me being the conspiracy nut that I am. God, creator, I believe we were created, we were put here, maybe not even for a reason, but we were put here, and I don't know. I've thought about it, you know. Who is God? What is God? Are we God? Looking, experiencing itself through individual things, people. So right now I'm alive as Aaron, you know. But how do I know I'm not waifu when I die and I wake up as, you know, Hitler's grandfather? And once I'm done with that life, I'm fucking Gandhi's great-great-grandmother, you know. I wake up in another life and I'm a leaf on a tree, or we don't know, you know. We don't know. When I die, because I will. I hope no time soon, but who knows? Outside of not going to hell, if hell's a real place, and I believe it to be somewhat real because I'm scared of it, and I believe in a heaven, which the opposite would be hell. So, and like, I don't believe in heaven like the way everyone else believes it. Like I'd like to have a stat sheet. I'd like to see my stat sheet. You know, like I'd like to know all the answers to everything from all of existence. I think that's what heaven is. You become one with the Creator again. You become the Creator. I don't fucking know, but I mean, games like this it gets you thinking about shit like that. Outer Wilds did that to me, but the way Outer Wilds played was just beautiful. This game was beautiful too. Not a big fan of the music. I mean, it wasn't bad music. It's just Outer Wilds got them bangers, baby. Got them bangers. But yeah, thank you, Soft Waifu Gaming on the threads out. She was in the chat of this video on Twitch. She didn't outright recommend it, but I never knew what I was gonna get if I didn't try, so I tried. Howdy. I don't know if somebody left or if they're coming into it, but just finished this. Took me I've been done with took me about almost 2 hours and 20 minutes to beat the game. One playthrough. Not bad. I'll take it. It's okay. It's okay. Not a terrible game. I've played worse. I've played better. But Return to Grace. There you have it. Thank you. Probably about to go to Warzone, so I'm about to end this for the sake of putting it on YouTube later. Or I'd have to switch games, but